Tigers get the ball first to begin a second half to the end zone. That's hauled in with one hand by McCulley. Touchdown, Indiana.
College football fans know one thing for certain: change is inevitable. In this season, the transfer portal is making waves more than ever. It has fundamentally reshaped the way teams assemble their rosters, creating unprecedented opportunities for players to find new programs that better align with their aspirations. This year's batch of transfers is nothing short of dramatic, with top-tier athletes seeking fresh opportunities and high-profile programs eager to leverage their skills for championship runs. In today's video, we'll count down the top 10 players entering the transfer portal, detailing their stats, reasons for transferring, and potential destinations. Before we jump into the rankings, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on all things college football. Now, let's get started. Caleb Brown, the versatile wide receiver, started his collegiate career at Ohio State before transferring to Iowa in search of more playing time. Despite his talent, opportunities remain limited. Over 2 seasons at Iowa, Brown managed 23 receptions for 233 yards and 1 touchdown.
Now Caleb Johnson trying to get something going, and there he goes.
Known for his speed and agility, he's also shown promise in the return game. Now, Brown is re-entering the transfer portal. Why? Limited targets in Iowa's offense, coupled with a desire to showcase his skills in a more dynamic passing scheme, seem to be the driving factors. Potential landing spots include programs known for prioritizing wide receiver development, such as SMU or TCU, where he could thrive in a high-octane system. LeSean Williams, a powerful and reliable running back, has been a consistent contributor for Iowa. In his 3 seasons with the Hawkeyes, he rushed for over 1,000 yards with an average of 4.5 yards per carry, earning a reputation for his ability to break tackles and pick up tough yardage. Williams' decision to transfer comes as he seeks a more prominent role in an offense tailored to his bruising style. Programs like Michigan State or Wisconsin, known for their run-heavy approaches, could be perfect fits as he looks to elevate his draft stock. Anthony Simpson, a standout wide receiver from Arizona, has electrified fans with his playmaking ability. Simpson posted 700-plus yards and 3 touchdowns this past season, showcasing a knack for finding soft spots in the defense and making critical catches.
Looking his way. He's got him! From the 40, Simpson inside the 20.
His versatility allows him to line up both in the slot and outside, making him a valuable asset. Simpson's entry into the portal stems from a desire to compete at a higher level and gain national exposure. Expect him to draw interest from Pac-12 powerhouses like Oregon or USC, programs that could amplify his talent on a grand stage. Red Hibler, a dominant presence on NC State's defensive line, has officially entered the transfer portal, following a challenging start to the season. Last year, Hibler led the Wolfpack with 6.5 sacks, showcasing his ability to disrupt opposing offenses. Alongside his sack total, he recorded 13 tackles, making him a key contributor to the defense. This season, however, Hibler saw a significant reduction in his snap count, limiting his impact on the field. Frustrated by the lack of opportunities, the talented defensive end is seeking a new home, where he can maximize his potential during his remaining eligibility. Programs in need of an edge rusher, such as Florida or Texas Tech, are likely destinations, as they could benefit from Hibler's proven pass-rushing skills. Matthew Sluka has been one of the most electrifying dual-threat quarterbacks in the FCS. Over his career at Holy Cross, he threw for more than 7,000 yards and 51 touchdowns, adding over 3,000 yards and 30 scores on the ground. Sluka's ability to dominate through the air and with his legs makes him a unique asset for any program looking to inject versatility into its offense.
Drop the snap here. Sluka picks it up, throws to Jesus. Wow. Juggled and caught.
His decision to enter the portal signals a desire to compete at the FBS level, where he can test his skills against tougher competition. Possible landing spots include teams like Coastal Carolina or Appalachian State, where Sluka's play style could seamlessly integrate into their systems. Brian Threatz, a versatile defensive back with a reputation for hard hits and smart coverage, initially made his mark during his 3 seasons at Cincinnati. Last year, he registered 60 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and a forced fumble, becoming a key player in the Bearcats secondary. Transferring to UCF this offseason, Threatz hoped to replicate that success. However, his stint with the Knights has been underwhelming, tallying only 6 tackles in 5 weeks. With limited opportunities to shine, Threatz re-enters the portal, likely aiming for a team that can offer him a leadership role in the secondary. Look for mid-major programs or struggling Power 5 teams, like Purdue or Arizona, to show interest in his skill set. Devon Neil, a standout safety, initially made his waves at Baylor, where he spent 3 seasons honing his craft in the secondary. In 2023, Neil transferred to Louisville, where he had a breakout season, showcasing his versatility and playmaking ability. He recorded 55 tackles and 3 interceptions, becoming a cornerstone of the Cardinals' defense. Unfortunately, 2024 hasn't been as productive. Neil has struggled to replicate his previous performance, finding himself overshadowed in Louisville's talented secondary. Now entering the transfer portal, Neil is poised to attract significant attention, with programs like Kentucky or Arkansas likely to compete for his services to bolster their defensive backfields. Jemea Otis, a powerhouse defensive lineman for Alabama, made an immediate impact during his freshman and sophomore seasons, starting 13 games and becoming a reliable presence under former head coach Nick Saban. Known for his physicality and ability to clog running lanes, Otis was a key part of the Crimson Tide's front seven. However, with the arrival of new head coach Kalen DeBoer, Otis saw a decline in playing time. His role in the defensive rotation diminished, leading the former 4-star recruit to seek a fresh start. Otis's skill set is highly coveted, making him a potential target for SEC rivals like Tennessee or Big Ten powerhouses like Michigan. Donovan Moli has had an eventful 3 years with Indiana. The wide receiver initially joined as a highly touted prospect, showing flashes of his potential with explosive plays and strong hands. This offseason, Moli entered the portal but was convinced to stay by new head coach Curt Cignetti, who brought fresh energy to the program.
Sorsby throws and a leaping catch made, and McCulley, he wasn't down. He's still live. He gets it.
Despite Indiana's undefeated start to the season, McCulley's role has been minimal, with only 2 receptions through 5 games. Frustrated by the lack of targets, McCulley re-enters the portal, hoping to find a team that can better utilize his talents. Look for schools like Kansas State or Ole Miss, which have a history of developing dynamic wideouts to be potential suitors. Bear Alexander is a name that commands attention in college football. After transferring from Georgia to USC in 2023, the Texas native quickly made an impact, tallying 47 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and 2 pass deflections. His size, strength, and instincts made him a cornerstone of the Trojans' defense. However, this season saw a dip in his playing time, prompting Alexander to enter the portal yet again. As a proven defensive force with a national championship pedigree, Alexander is certain to have no shortage of options. Programs like Texas A&M or Oregon could be appealing destinations, offering Alexander a chance to reignite his career.